up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, hi, I'm Kaylan. I'm 24 and I film a lot of fashion and lifestyle and productivity content. And welcome to a little what's on my iPhone. Posted over on Instagram a few days ago that I recently got the new iPhone 13 Pro and I got it in gold. This is what it looks like. It's so pretty. And a lot of you guys DM me and asked me to do an updated what's on my iPhone. So that's obviously what today's video is going to be. I do just want to make a little disclaimer before we get into the video. This is not the most aesthetic what's on my iPhone that you guys have probably ever seen. I know most like what's on my iPhone videos are very monochromatic and they have the like app icon covers, and mine is not like that, but it's definitely very realistic and functional, and I think you guys are really gonna like it. And I'm excited to show you guys some apps that I use for like productivity, time management, organization, all the good stuff. If you guys are new here and you like this video, please make sure to like this video, subscribe down below. We finally hit 10,000 subscribers, you guys, which is absolutely insane. I just like can't believe it, and I'm just so thankful for each and every one of you guys who are subscribed. So I just want to take a second, because this is my first video posting since we hit 10,000, just to say thank you guys so much. I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. But without further ado, what you guys are all here for, let's hop right into this what's on my iPhone. All right, so I'll start out with like a little bit about the iPhone. It's like I said, it is the iPhone 13 Pro. I did get it in the gold color, which I absolutely love. It's kind of hard to tell with the case, but my case is actually from Casetify. This video is not sponsored by Casetify. I just genuinely wanted to try out their products, and this is actually my first time trying Casetify with this case, and I will say, it definitely is worth the money. I was a little bit skeptical because I know every single what's on my iPhone video is sponsored by Casetify, but this video is not sponsored. I do have a Casetify phone case, and I will say I absolutely love it. So I will have this case linked down below for you guys if you guys do want to check it out. All right, moving on to my lock screen. This is what it looks like. It's just a picture collage that I actually made in Canva. I love like a photo collage, like a vision board as my lock screen. They do have a bunch of these on Pinterest. If you just type in like iPhone collage wallpaper, they have like super aesthetic ones. I personally wanted to make my own just because I wanted to kind of like put my own goals and visions on here. All right, now for the fun part, let me start the screen recording here. Okay, so this is what my first screen of my phone looks like. I have this page, I have this page, and then the last one. I only keep the apps that I really use all the time on my home screens, and then everything else I just keep in my app library. I like to keep my phone very like decluttered, minimal, and I don't like every page to be filled up. I just feel like it makes it look more organized and it's like less overwhelming. Okay, so starting with the top app, this is called Habit. This is obviously a habit tracker. I love this app so much because one, obviously it helps you track your habits, but two, it's also a widget, so I love having it right at the top of my screen. But they have a lot of different habits in here. So if you go to the plus sign, I think it is here, yeah, they have a lot of different habits that you can go through. You can also make your own. But what I really like about this is that like it gives you suggestions. So like sleep early, I would have never thought to put that in my habits, but that was actually just like a recommended one for me. Like no sugar, I really actually need to add this one in. This is really nice, like I said, just to kind of keep you accountable, kind of keep your habits right in front of you. And I do like how it is like right on my phone, right at the top on my front page, because I do kind of like track my habits in a bullet journal, but I feel like just having it on my phone is a lot more realistic, and it's always like right in front of me. We have my Google Calendar. I love Google Calendar. I put every like meeting, appointment, anything on my Google Calendar, so it's nice just to see, so that way I don't miss anything. So I have that there. And then to the right, these are the apps that I primarily use for work. If you guys don't know, my boyfriend and I, we have our own online Amazon business. So of course, the first app that we have here is Amazon Seller Central. This is basically just the back end of Amazon. So once we get a sale, like we can check our, you know, revenue, profits, just our sales for the day, our inventories. We have YouTube Studio. This is what I use to track my YouTube analytics. I also use this to reply to comments. So anytime one of you guys comments on my video, I get a little notification from YouTube Studio. And then we have Gmail. All of my work emails and my personal email are Gmail, so I'm obviously always checking my emails there. And then we have Sell on Etsy. This is like the seller app for Etsy. It's not like the shopping one. It's actually where you can see like the back end of your Etsy store, kind of like the Amazon one. If you guys didn't know, I recently made an Etsy store where I have my budget templates on there. If you guys are new here, I typically do a monthly reset routine every month where we talk about like finances, budgeting. I go through my income, expenses. We do a lot of goal setting. A lot of you guys really like those videos. I do have a whole playlist for my monthly reset routine, so definitely make sure to go check those out. But yeah, I just kind of like track my sales, my analytics, all that stuff on the Etsy seller app. And then we have the weather widget. I just like having this as a widget so that way I can just like open up my phone. It's on my front screen. I can see the weather, you know, what the temperature is going to be for the day without having to like find the weather app, open it up. I just like having it right there in front of me. And the rest of the apps to the left are pretty boring, but I just use them all the time, so I keep them on my front screen. It's camera, photos, Skype, which we use for work, and then my finance apps, which I actually want to talk about one. These are like all my banking apps, but I want to actually talk about Digit. I talked about this in my last What's on My iPhone, but I love this app so much. I think it's so useful for saving. Basically what Digit is it just automatically pulls money from your checking account daily. It may be 50 cents, it may be $5. It all kind of depends on how much you have in there, and it just saves it for you. And it's really nice because, to be honest, you don't even realize the money is being taken out of your account. So you can actually kind of set like your savings pool. So I'll scroll down. I actually just took some money out, which is why I don't have a lot in here, but I have my rainy day fund, which this is really nice if I want to like go get my nails done, get my hair done, kind of like almost like my treat myself fund. I feel a lot less guilty about getting them done and spending the money just because the money's already been set aside. I have gifts. This one's a little bit lower now just because Mother's Day just passed, but I'm like a big planner, especially when it comes to Christmas. So I tell everybody, like, set aside, even if it's like $20 a month, like for the entire year. So that way when Christmas comes, it's a lot less stressful and it's more enjoyable. Like, you don't have to stress so much about the money for gifts because you already have it set aside. For me, I just set up a savings and Digit for gifts, and then it just like slowly puts money in there throughout the year. And then by the time Christmas comes, hopefully I'll have around like $500 or $600, and that just gives me a really nice head start for Christmas. So that's really helpful. And then I also pull out for like gifts throughout the year. So like Mother's Day just passed. Then we have an emergency fund. Whenever this gets to a certain limit, like when it fills up, I always take it out and I put it in my long-term savings account. Just because the thing about Digit is that you don't earn interest on your money. So you don't want to have like thousands of dollars sitting in here. You don't want to keep like all of your savings in here because, like I said, you don't earn interest on it. But it's really nice just to like set money aside that you like don't even realize is missing. So if you guys have a hard time saving, or if you're not very good at saving, I absolutely recommend this. And if you guys are like really good at saving, you're really good with your money, this can just like help you save a little bit more. So I love Digit, not sponsored or anything. I just like literally cannot say enough good things about it. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the front page. These are just the apps that I use the most that I'm always clicking on, except social media. I never keep social media on the front page of my screen. I feel like it just like makes it so easy to mindlessly scroll. Moving over to the second page. This is like my productivity page. I have a lot of really fun apps in here, and then also my like social media page. So I'll start at the top again. We have reminders. I have my Google Calendar, so I don't really need like actual reminders throughout the day. Like if I have to do something, I'll just put out my Google Calendar and get a notification from that. So I personally use my reminders as just like little, you know, motivational quotes that I have at the top here. So we have that there, and the top row it's pretty self-explanatory. These are just basically apps that I use for work. So we have Google Sheets, reminders, my Notes app, and then Google Drive. I use my Notes app all the time for like groceries, my spring cleaning list. I have my spring morning routine that I'm trying to build so that way I can film a video on it. I'm just really not a routine person, you know, but we're trying. So that's my Notes app. And then the second row is definitely my favorite row. I feel like this is like the most exciting and fun row. So first we have Focus. What Focus is it's basically a timer. It uses the Pomodoro technique of working in 25-minute intervals followed by like a 5 or 10-minute break. So this is definitely really useful. Like I said, if you want to like really get stuff done. I know I'm the worst like procrastinating or like scrolling on my phone when I'm supposed to be working. So this is nice because I don't even need to look at my phone. I don't need to look what time it is. I know I have 25 minutes to really focus. So yeah, it's called Focus. So like I said, I like this app. I think it's really useful and it helps me not procrastinate so much. Then we have Spotless. I think this app is so cool and it's free too. So you click into it and it basically just reminds you like when you need to clean things or do certain things like around the house. So for me, like in Other, I have my plants. Like I have water my plants once a week, and then it'll send you a reminder when the week's up, like, hey, you need to water your plants. Bedroom, we want to vacuum our floor every 3 days, so it's due in 3 days. We want to change our bedding once a week, just because like we already do these things, but I feel like just like having the reminder is super useful, because sometimes you don't realize like how much time has passed unless you do it like on the same day every day, which we don't do. So this is definitely a really cool app. We have living room, mop our floor, due in 2 days, clean sink, clean cupboards. Like they just have a lot of different stuff in here, or you can do other, like that's what I did with the plants, and then you can like type your own in there. So that's Spotless. And then we have Routinery, which helps you set routines. Like I said, I'm not a big routine person. I really struggle with like setting routines and like doing like consistent routines, I guess. So that helps you with that. Once again, this is a free app, which is really nice, but it is really new to me. So I honestly haven't really gotten a chance to like play around with it yet. And then I have my social media and my photo editing apps. So I have YouTube, obviously. Instagram. InShot is actually a reel editor for Instagram. I don't actually like film my reels. Not that I do many. I've done like 3 reels, but I actually don't do them in Instagram. I do them on like my iPhone camera, and then I edit them in InShot. We have Facebook, and then I have a few more photo editing apps, but these are like the main ones that I use. I use Lightroom, I use Canva a lot for Instagram stories, just like make them look a little nicer, add a little bit of a nicer text, just because sometimes I feel like Instagram stories just aren't the cutest. And then Lens Buddy. Lens Buddy is, if you guys take a lot of pictures of yourself by yourself, you absolutely need Lens Buddy. Then moving on to the last page, this is like my health and fitness page. So first we have a quote: using Widget Smith, we cannot become what we want by remaining what we are. This is the same quote that's on my lock screen. Oh, hang on, I was sitting on my foot. Oh, my now it's asleep. To the right, we have my 2 gym apps. So I do Pilates, so I have my Club Pilates app, and then I have my Planet Fitness app because I work out at Planet Fitness. And then I have 2 brain game apps. I love brain games. I just think that they're so good. I think it's always so good to just like test your brain and really get that stimulation, especially working from home. Like I just feel like I just need like a little something extra, and this really helps. And then to the left, we have some more apps. We have Zero. This is actually a fasting app, so you can set like, you know, how long you want to fast for, or it has like preset ones. Like it has intermittent fasting. I was considering doing intermittent fasting. I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not. I'm still going back and forth, so honestly I really haven't used it too much. And then we have Meal Lime. This is really nice. I think it's only $2.99 a month, but it gives you a lot of like really good, yummy, healthy recipes that honestly like you wouldn't even think of. So they have a bunch of different kind of recipes here. So let's say we wanted to make this salad. It gives you like the cookware that you're gonna need, the ingredients that you're gonna need, and then the instructions on how to do it. And then we have, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but we have Face Joy. Face Joy is for a double chin. It's face exercises. I'll click into it. Basically, like you choose what area of your face or your neck that you want to target. For me, it was my jawline and my double chin. Sitting like this is why I sit like this, I'm fine. Like I feel like I don't have a double chin, but as soon as I look down slightly, I like get this like really big double chin. Like I don't know, it's just something I've always had. I just carry a lot of like weight like right in here, so I am doing everything that I can to get rid of it. I do want to eventually get chin liposuction, but that is expensive. We're not going to do it right now, so for now we just have Face Joy. But it has a bunch of different exercises in here: lower face definer, neck elasticity, remove chubby cheeks, visible cheekbones, and basically like they're exercises that you wouldn't even think about doing on your own, and they really do work muscles that like you realize like you just never work. They also have instructions for gua sha, super jawline shaper. So yeah, like I said, you guys probably think I'm crazy, but you know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. And then that one is paid. I forget how much it is. It's a little bit pricier, honestly, but yeah, it is paid. And then we have the Apple Health app. So this is all that I keep on like my home screens. Like I said, I have 3 of them: my most used apps, my like productivity and social media screen, and then I have my like health and fitness screen. I've been talking for way too long. Hold on, I need another sip. Like I said, this was really requested over on Instagram, so hopefully you guys found this useful and enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys have some good new apps to download and try. If you guys have any really good apps, definitely make sure to comment them down below. I'm trying to think of anything else. Definitely make sure to go follow me over on Instagram. It's just, I'll leave it on the screen here, just at Kaylan Kerbler. I love each and every one of you, and if you guys are new here, like I said in the beginning, please make sure to subscribe before you go, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.